Hi, this is Smart Dev Koder. In this video, I am going to explain you the thought process of decompiling and modding it. Okay, see, there are many tools available on the web internet that can decompile your APK and they can recompile, but you don't know how to think and how to edit the source code. I mean modify the code of the APK you decompiled. So in this video I will teach you the thought process of modifying an APK after decompiling it. And if you want to know the different types of tools for decompiling and editing the APK files, please watch this video up to the end, because in the end I will give the link where you can find the lots of tools that can be used for the editing the APK files. I mean decompiling, modifying and recompiling and exporting it as an APK. So before continuing, please subscribe to my channel and give a like button if you think this video is useful for you. Also share with your friends, because sharing is caring. Okay, so without any delay, let's continue into the video. So before going into the video, I'm using this APK called snaptube.apk for decompiling, and I'm using software called APK toolkit. Okay, the software I'm using. So in this there are different options like decompile. So this APK toolkit has different options like decompile, extract, zip align, sign, check align, verify signature, installing APK. So different things are there. If you are using different tool, most of the tools will be having the same options to modifying the APK file. Okay, so I will explain the few main things here. First one is a decompile, which extract the code of your APK file and store it in a folder, in the destination folder, that is in a decompiled folder. Okay, then we don't need any extract here. Next thing is compile. So this compile button, what it will do is it will convert the extracted code back to the APK file after modifying it. Okay, so these tools mainly do what they do is they will decompile and compile, and that's it. But the modification part, it mainly depends on our knowledge and experience. Otherwise it cannot be automated. Okay, first, so what I'm telling, I'm going to decompile an APK called snaptube.apk. so what I have to do is, first I have to locate that APK from here and I have to show it. Then I have to select decompile option. So you can see the process, whatever is going on, it will be shown here. So we have to wait until the process is done and it will show as finished here. Okay, let it be continuing. First what I will do is I will show my mobile screen here and I will show you what I want to modify in this APK file. Okay, now you can see my mobile screen here. I'm using screen copy software for this. Okay, and now here I am installing this snaptube.apk using adb command line. Okay, so adb install -r snaptube.apk. sorry, I missed the S here, and press enter. Now it will be installed on my device. Okay, now it is asking install anyway. As we are installing the APK from third-party sources, it is warning us to check before we install. as we know this APK is ours, we know what it done, so no problem. So APK is installed successfully. You can see it is also showing it from PC it has been installed. Now click on open. Hello, I'll give storage option here. So this is an app called Snaptube which helps us to download videos from different streaming sources. Okay, that is free streaming sources, not a paid one. Okay, now I have a video here. Now I want to share this to my friends from WhatsApp. Okay, now if I select here my name, along with the video it is sending some text here. So your friend has shared this or his or her video with you via Snaptube. Download online videos and music stuff, and it is also attached a link here at the end. So what I want is, I don't want this text to be shared along with this video. I want to modify this. Okay, so now we'll go back. So we'll go back to our APK toolkit. The process is still going on, so we have to wait. And before, I want to give you a disclaimer, that is this is for educational purpose only. Don't use this method for any illegal purposes. Okay, so this I am making this video because I want to show how can your app, maybe if your app is in the Play Store, how some users will decompile and modify it. Okay, so don't use it for any other purposes, and only for education purpose only. So we will wait for a few seconds. Okay, now you can see it has been finished. So what we have to do is, now we will go to, we have to select this decompiled folder here. So in this folder we got a folder called snaptube.apk. You can see the date also here, snaptube.apk file. So now folder, just open it. See, there are few things I want to show you. If you are an Android developer, you can easily understand what these folders mean. But if you are a beginner, or if you are not at all into the Android development before, I will explain you a few things. This is called Android manifest.xml file. This is where all the permissions and activities classes will be declared. And next thing is the res folder, resource folder. It will be called resource folder in full. If you open, we will find different folders. This is the where the developer will declare the text, strings, arrays, like colors, dimensions, drawables, etc, etc. For example, the app name will be, one more thing, you need to install a text editor called Notepad++ for this. So please install it if you have not done yet. Right click, edit with Notepad++. So here all the things will be added, all the strings like text will be added in this. Okay, actually app name should also be there, but this developer did not declare here, maybe. Okay, let's leave it. Okay, this is a thing. So all the text will be in the strings. So most of the strings text what you will see in the app, like here you can see in my file, if you select this one, you are seeing this convert to audio, share, delete file. So these texts will be declared in the strings.xml file. Okay, we mostly dealing with the strings.xml file. And here if you scroll down, there will be a folder called layout. Inside that, the XML files will be there, in which this is the files where the UI will be designed. So whatever the thing you are seeing on the screen, these layouts will be designed in this XML files, which are located in the layout folder. Okay, then go back to the root folder. Again, here we will see the small folder. Usually there will be only one small folder for the most of the apps. If you find 2 or maybe we got 1 2 3 4 5 small folders. So this is quite natural, but don't worry about these things. Okay, in bit I want to tell you one thing here. This small code contains the Java classes which are converted to small code, that is a binary one which we cannot understand easily. Okay, so for this, for understanding this, we will be using the ChatGPT also. I will explain that also. And one more thing is, before going to everything is, what we have to do is, inside our tool we have to make a note of this package name here, com.snaptube.premium. okay, this is called the package name. Inside this package all the classes will be declared, that is all the Java classes will be declared, which we will get in the form of a small code. Okay, now what we have to do is, we want to in mobile share WhatsApp. So what we have to do is, we have to remove this text. So we need to find where this text is located in the complete source code. But as I already said, these text, most of the text used in the app will be in the strings.xml, right? So now what we will do, go to resource folder, go to values, go to strings.xml, right click and select edit with notepad++. This will be opened in the text editor. Then what you have to do is, just to press Ctrl F on your keyboard, and you can see what is there in our screen here. Your friend shared his or her video, right? So what we will search is, we search for his her video, okay, which is a part of the text there. So press enter. So now we will go, we have reached to the this one. Okay, so this is the where the complete text has been saved. Now you can see your friend, he shared his or her video with Snaptube. Download online videos and music, manage and share download files, try Snaptube. Okay, you can see, now we can see all the text whichever there in the app sharing text below the video is available here. So now we want to find out where this one is added. For this, see this again, after compiling, I mean if the developer makes an app APK file, there will be IDs will be generated for this. So what we have to do is, we have to find out the where ID is located for this. So what now we need to select this one, AEQ. okay, this is the name for this string, and press Ctrl Shift F on your keyboard. That will go to directly go to the find in files. Okay, now we need to locate, we need to go to the root of our folder. Okay, so usually if you have only one small file folder like this, without having these 1 2 3 and 4, we can just go inside that small folder, select this path and we can enter. But there are many small files, so we don't know where exactly our package is, our classes are in this. So we can find out, but it will be taking more time for manually. So instead of, we will do one thing, we will copy the root path of the decompiled source code, then go to the notepad++. Here we need to give our directory, right click and paste. Okay, then click on find all. This gonna take more time because it has to search entire the source code. Already you can see we got hits here, 10 hits here. Okay, so I will skip all this loading searching process. One more information I want to give here. If you have any APKs that you want to modify, you can contact me via email, which is displayed on the screen, or through comment section of this video with your email mentioned in the comments, so I can contact you. Okay, so our search process has completed and we got many results here. You can see here we got 156 hits in 67 files. there are many things here, because this AEQ is a part of many things. It has shown many times, but our focus is only public.xml file here or strings.smalley. You may get in both, but in this case, in the Snaptube app, we got the result here, public.xml. here you can say this is the thing. We can directly open this from the values folder, but I want to show you the process of searching, so I have searched the entire source code. Here inside the public.xml, we again got AEQ 1, 2, 3 and 4 times, but in our strings.xml, this AEQ is a string. Okay, here you can see here this AEQ is an attribute, this AEQ is an drawable, and this AEQ is an ID, but our AEQ is a string one, so we need this one. So we double click on this. So when you double click, it automatically opens the public.xml file and goes to that specific line, and we got here a value called ID. Okay, for this ID our AEQ has given allotted an ID here. So what we have to do is we have to select this ID, again the same thing, Control Shift and F. Okay, then make sure the directory of the source code is given correct here, then click on find all again. This also going to take 2 to 3 minutes for searching, because the source code root path contains many files. But in case if you have only single smalley folder, this will be very faster. See, this specific ID is unique in the full source code. There will be very less hits here, because wherever this AEQ has been used, only that will be shown here. So we already got one hit here, that one may be from this public.xml itself. Okay, so we need at least one more hit. Okay, now we got 3 hits here. Okay, one is the public.xml itself, and second one is the download and share pop-up fragment. Okay, so as we are dealing with the sharing the video file, our class is this one mostly. Okay, you may have one question in your mind, as we already got the string where this text is mentioned. Okay, we can just remove this one and save it, and just we can recompile and use it. That's finished. So what our task is, we have to remove the text which is sharing along with the video. So we have made this string to an empty string, so our problem is solved. So let's see what will happen. Now what I will do is I will select on compile. So before clicking on compile, make sure you saved the file after editing it. Okay, you can see I have saved the strings.xml, that's why it is showing as green line here. This is the line where we have edited, and this is the log we are seeing here. So it is converting the smalley folder to the dex file, so it will take some time, we have to wait. See, almost the all smalley folders has converted to dex file here. Now the process may finish in few seconds. Finally, the building APK file is going on. Now you can see in the log it is showing us zip align complete, now signing. Okay, then sign complete. So these 3 steps are more important after recompiling the APK, because Android, when developer develops an generates an APK file using Android Studio or any software, they will sign automatically while generating the APK. But in our case it is this tool is signing, but most of the tools don't sign the APK after recompiling. You have to manually sign it. Okay, I also do a video regarding the manually signing, also creating a key file and zipping. Everything will be make an video. So to get the updates, subscribe to my channel. Okay, now the APK has been generated. See, now what I have to do is I have to uninstall the APK file which is already installed on my phone, because this is the original Snaptube APK file which is signed using a different key. Okay, so we don't have that key with us, only the developer knows that one. So what this APK toolkit will do is it will create its own key and sign it. Both will not install. For example, let's see, I will show that also. Okay, now what I have to do is we have to select the compiled folder. Inside the compiled folder we got a APK here. Now I will try to install this one using the command prompt adb command, adb install -r snaptube .apk. Press enter. You can see, sorry, the command is wrong. Okay, see, failed. We got an error called failed to install snaptube.apk. Existing package signatures does not match with the newer version. So whatever the APK we are trying to install, the Snaptube APK has been signed with a different key, so it will not install. We need to uninstall the existing one. Okay, now we will try the command again. So again same thing, it is asking for permission. Okay, now we got a success message, so we just open it, give for permission for notifications, then go to, we have to give storage permission here because it is freshly installed. Okay, now I will select share WhatsApp and I'm sending it to my friend here. See, the text which we have removed has gone here. Okay, the string, because we emptied the string value here and make it a blank string, it now the text is not there, but we are still sharing a text of the link, the link for this website, so which is doing dynamically. So they are attaching this string along with this link in somewhere in the Java code dynamically. So we have to find out that. For that purpose we searched for this ID from the public.xml file. We took the ID and we searched for this entire document and it is used here. Okay, so this is called the small code, which you don't understand at all. So this link is generating dynamically. This code that belongs to generating the link will be in the Java code for us, which is small code. Okay, so this is where our this blank string AEQ has been used. You can see its ID here, and this ID is used in this download and share pop-up fragment.small file. Okay, so in this if you want to study this, what you have to do is, you can see here in the 446 line there is end method is there, dot end method. So we need to copy until method starts. Okay, just I select from the bottom and scroll up. It's I think it is very long method. Okay, here you can see dot method. Okay, so here the method is started, and at the line 446 the method has ended here. So what we will do, we have to copy this method and go to chat GPT. Go to chat GPT and paste the code. Before pasting it, just type please convert below smally code to Java and enter. You may know Java or doesn't know it, no problem, but we can understand something. So now our chat GPT is converting that smally code back to the Java code, which is not reusable. We cannot reuse it, but for understanding we can use it. So if you see this method, you can see the method name is b2. Okay, and you can see in this file also our method name is b2 here. Okay, so in this they are getting some link. Here you can see get link URL. Okay, string link URL is equal to share param config dot getlink dot URL. Okay, so they are getting the file from the link from this method share params config. Okay, this one. So we need to get to this file. Okay, for that what we have to do is, you can see here com.snaptube.premium.share.model.share param config. Okay, now we need to go to there to get the link. So now what we have to do is go to the Snaptube APK, and for first what we have to do is we have to know the path for this download and share pop-up fragment.smally file. You can see here decompile snaptube.apk slash small classes 3 smally underscore classes 3 slash com.snaptube.premium.dialog. Okay, so we should go inside this, then we should go to com, inside that Snaptube. Okay, inside that premium, inside that you need to go to share, inside that we need to open share pop-up fragment. Okay, let's see again what its name, share params config actually. So it is not here. Okay, it's inside the model here. So it is a file. So open, right click and click on edit plus notepad plus plus, and you, what is there here, the method name is get link URL. So we need to search for this method. Okay, so control F and remove this here and paste, then find next. So you can see this is the get link URL method. Okay, so what we have to do is, this method is reason for generating that Snaptube app link, dynamic link. So we have to copy this method. You can see this is the method starting line and this is the end. This is just a small method with 1 2 3 4 and 5 lines. Just copy it, go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to modify the method so that it returns an empty string. So please modify this method to return an empty string. It is giving in Java code, so we ask it to give me the method in small. Okay, now copy it, go to your file here and right click and paste it. So now we got this method that returns an empty string. Now but as I know the Java development, I can understand from this code that if the link is empty, it is, you can see where it is, you can see here, if textutils dot is empty, link url2. So if they are checking whether if the link is empty, they are assigning some other method. So what we will do is, instead of an empty string, we will add some dot there, or full stop, or parenthesis. Okay, then we press Ctrl S on keyboard so that this modified code will be saved. Now open our APK tool again, select compile, and we will wait until the compile process is finished. Meanwhile, I want to say you something. If you want any APKs to be modified, or if you want to remove any restrictions from apps you are using, you can contact me through the comment section and mention your email there. I will contact you back. Or you can just contact the email address which will be displayed on the video. So we will wait for a few seconds so that this compiling process will be finished. So meanwhile, what we'll do is we'll go back here and keep this one aside. Open the APK tool here. It is still unrolling the process. Finally, it is building the APK file. See, the method of modifying an existing code from an APK file will be not same for all the apps. Okay, it depends on what you want to modify and where to modify. So the thought process or thinking process of the modification will comes with the experience. So you keep trying so that you can get ideas on how to modify the APK. So now here our APK is ready, and we will open our CMD line which we used before. Just press up arrow so that our line comes again, then press enter. This time the Snaptube APK will be installed without uninstalling the existing one. You can see, because both are signed with the same keys. Now we will see, go to the play button, go to options, share, then WhatsApp, and select a contact. You can see there is no text, but except there is a dot here. So our purpose has been fulfilled. If you want, I will show with the empty string also. So I will remove the full stop here, Ctrl S, will compile again. Go back. Okay, now again APK is generated. We will open the command prompt again. We will reinstall it. we need to wait until it is shows success here. Okay, now open it, go to play, then click on share WhatsApp, select a contact. See, they added some link. Even though we created a empty string, they somehow handled it so that it can generate another link and add it to the shared text. Okay, so if you want, we can also fix by digging deep more, but by just adding a dot, our purpose has been fulfilled, right? So we can stop this here. Okay, no unnecessary, we are wasting time if you go further. Okay, then if still if you don't want to show the dot also, we can use Google and ask blank text for it. Okay, something, so select this one. I too don't know about this website. Okay, now we will click on the copy to clipboard so that we can copy that empty text. Okay, now the text has been copied. Just we will paste it here. You can see nothing is visible, so we will go to the code and add this text to it. So some random text has pasted here after we selecting the blank text. I don't know whether it works or not because I am experimenting it. You too can do the experiments. Experiments give you the more knowledge. So let's see whether it builds successfully or not. Okay, so APK is building successfully, so no issues up to that. Okay, its APK building has been finished. Now we'll go to the command prompt and install the APK again. We'll go back from here, back and back. Okay, it has been shown success. Let's open the Snaptube again. Now select the options button here, click on share. Now select the contact and select the send button. Now you can see it is success. Nothing is showing in the text here. So this is how we can do it. If you want, you can dig more and remove the text even when it is a blank string. Okay, but our purpose is solved here, so no need to waste the time for digging and more. Okay, so if you like my video and if you think it is useful for you, please subscribe to my channel and share my videos with your friends who are interested in these type of things like modding APKs. As I promised, now this is the link of the XDA forums where you can get different types of APK editing tools, and the download list is here. You can see the links for the various tools in the center of the screen, and I will provide this link to you in the description of this video so that you can experiment with all those things. See, some tools